and welcome everyone. So in this video I'm going to show you how I created this dreamy, springy 60s makeup look. It's a really easy process and there is basically one little tip or trick that I have to create these beautiful flower shaped petals. If you want to see how I did this wonderful, dreamy, springy makeup look, keep on watching. So per usual, all I've done so far was to clean my face, wash it really nicely, moisturize, and then afterwards I just applied a light skin tint to cover up any blemishes that I have. I feel like 60s looks are mainly focused on having really nice and flawless skin, so I really wanted to have that look. And now we're gonna get to the actual eye makeup. So I want to do a makeup look kind of inspired by the pattern of this dreamy blouse that I have. This is a really nice little vintage blouse and I love the colors and the floral. And I actually did a makeup look that is a little like what I'm going for today before, and you asked me how I do that, so I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know today. So for me personally, to create that flower petal shape, the easiest way is to use a brush that's kind of like this. So as you can see, this already kind of has like the flower petal shape. So if I just press this on my skin like this, it pretty much automatically creates that petal look. So I'm using my wonderful LoveChild Beauty palette. This is a wonderful palette inspired by the 60s and 70s, and if you want to buy them, make sure to use my code to get 10% off. So I just decided on some colors that I feel like will go really well with the blouse, and I actually decided to do 5 petals. You can do however many you want, but I decided to do 5. So with this, it's really easy for me to start in the middle like this and then do 2 more on each side. So the color that I want to start with is this dreamy shade called Hendrix. Since this is the only shimmery eyeshadow I'm going to use, I feel like this will make a great middle piece. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to go in with the brush and I'm just kind of tapping it like this so that I kind of trace the shape on and don't really flare out too much. So this is what the brush then looks like, and now I'm just going to estimate the middle of my eye. I feel like it's probably somewhere here. And I'm just gonna take it down like so. Okay, so as you can see, it's like a little messy, but I'm gonna work on that. So now I'm just kind of working on filling in the shape really nicely. And I'm always like using the top of the brush to give me that petal shape. And if you feel like this part is a little wonky, don't worry. It'll even itself out really easily later. So essentially what I'm doing is just to kind of draw like a thick line. I feel like the only thing that you kind of have to be careful with this is to use a really well pigmented eyeshadow, because I feel like if you don't, it is not gonna come off as gorgeous as you want it to be. So now that I have the shape, I'm gonna go in with this side, just fill it out a little more. This just helps me being a little more precise. And I'm just kind of evening out the shape a little more, as you saw, just to like get it as perfect as possible. And now I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other eye. So I'm gonna start by just like doing that first little draw down. It almost looks as if I am swatching these colors. They're so dreamy. I feel like I haven't done that many makeup videos lately because I've kind of felt like a little uninspired. But I am really back on it. I've been having a lot of fun playing around with makeup lately. So I really wanted to share this look with you. And then as said, I'm just using that smaller side to kind of make it a little more precise. Okay, and just like that, you have the first petal done. So the most important thing, I think, is to make sure that you really wipe off all of the pigment that you now have on the brush. I'm just using this dreamy little late 60s towel, and I'm just kind of like wiping it off, and then we're good to move on to the next color. So I'm gonna move on with this really nice buttercup yellow color called Lemon. I think it is a really, really dreamy, light, buttery shape, and I'm just doing pretty much the exact same thing. Just placing this one a little further out, and then taking it down. What I like to do when I have a little fallout is just use like a big brush, wipe it away. For me, it works the best. So now I'm just kind of drawing that petal down. It is a little likely that what is happening right now with my eye might happen to your eye too, which is basically that you might get some fallout on the other colors, but I will just color that in at the end again. Currently it's more about getting the shape that I really want this to be. And then also making sure I get it all the way down to the lid. Okay, and now I'm gonna do that on the other eye as well. So as you can see, I'm just slowly color by color building this up. Starting with the placement and then taking it down and coloring it in. So now that I'm done with this yellow, I'm gonna wipe off the brush again and then keep going. And next up I'm gonna use this color, which is called Pinball Wizard. It's this dreamy turquoise. And even though this isn't a color that I find in my blouse, I feel like it'll still go really, really well with the color scheme. And if you recreate this look, I really recommend you to kind of go with either the colors that you really love. You can for sure choose any colors that you like, maybe draw them out before or just do whatever you want with it. But what I really like to do is to take the outfit that I'm wearing and then kind of draw colors off of that. And as you can see, this is just one string, kind of one going down. It already has the shape and I just really like that. So use these flat brushes, they really, really help with this look. So now I'm doing this on the other eye as well. I feel like I say this with every video, but if this isn't 100% even, don't beat yourself up. Your face isn't 100% even. It truly, truly doesn't matter. Just make it as even as possible. So I really love these dreamy colors and I feel like it is time to move on with another shade. And I'm actually gonna do another shade of yellow. So the one I'm using next is called Yellow Submarine. It's this one up here and it is so dreamy. Also a great color range. So now I'm doing this inward, so we're kind of gonna start over here. Just drawing this down as well. So this is just a very different shade of yellow. It goes so well with all the other ones. I also kind of like to use brushes to dust off any pigment from my eyelashes. So now we're gonna go in on the other eye and just do the same thing. So as you see, this is really easy. It's pretty repetitive if I'm being honest, but it just makes for a really dreamy 60s look. Okay, so it's on to the final color, and this is going to be the only color that is not from the LoveChild Beauty palette, and that is because there isn't really a shade of green that I really love. I mean, there is this like glittery one down here, but that's like a little much for the look. And then other than that, there are only dark green ones. So I'm gonna use my second favorite palette, which is the NYX Ultimate palette. I love this one. There are so many dreamy colors. And I'm gonna use this like really light shade of green right here. This really resembles like the nice little green flowers in the blouse. So I truly feel like this goes perfectly with the look. So for the last one, I'm just gonna do that in here. This one is obviously gonna be a little smaller because of the way that your eye is shaped. Okay, coming from these other ones, this one isn't as well pigmented. So we're gonna fill it in. And just like this, all the colors on your eyes are done. So doing this on the other side to finish the look. And just like this, the eyeshadow part is done. I love how this is looking. So this is what all of the eyeshadow colors look like now. I love the springy look. So I'm gonna apply mascara next. I don't want to do any liner or anything because, as said, I really like the kind of airy, springy concept of the look right now. So I'm just gonna do that. I also don't want to overdo it, so I'm just gonna apply a little bit to open up the eyes. So I feel like essentially that's it for the look. I know it's a really quick and easy tutorial, but I don't want to add to this makeup look just to make the video longer or the makeup more difficult, because I truly believe that this is perfect for a spring look. So I'm just gonna go with this now, apply a little bit on my lips and also on my cheeks for a bit more of a sun-kissed doll-like look. I definitely prefer the red over the pink blush. I just feel like it's better for a 60s look. So I feel like you could add some eyeliner if you would want that, or maybe add some crystals. You could also add another color underneath your eyes, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I just love the way that this is looking right now, so I feel like we're done. So I'm just gonna put up some close-up shots of the finished makeup look now so you can properly see everything that I've done. So I don't even really know if anyone is watching the video up until now, but I quickly wanted to take this moment and tell you that this was the last video that I filmed in this space. It's the last video I did in this apartment, probably, other than some vlogs, because I'm gonna be moving this week and pretty much everything is already sort of packed up. So it was good to film this final video so now I can pack everything up, but I also quickly wanted to take the moment and just say this because this is like the space where it kind of all started. This is where I did a lot of my videos. I love this sort of background. I'm definitely gonna have a somewhat similar background in the new apartment, probably not with the couch because this one is definitely gonna go into the living room, but I will definitely do something with like the records and everything, because I truly feel like it is really, really dreamy for a background. But I just wanted to say that in case anyone was wondering, this is the last video I'm filming in this apartment, and I really hope you like it. I hope you love this spring makeup look. If you recreate it, please, please, please tag me on Instagram, on TikTok, wherever you upload it. I'm at Emma Rosa Katharina everywhere. If you have your own wonderful makeup looks that you want to share with me, whether they're springy or not, also make sure to tag me so I can tell you how incredibly beautiful you look. If you enjoyed the video, I would love you to give it a thumbs up and maybe even share it with a friend. It supports me, it supports the channel, and it would truly mean the world to have your support. If you're interested in all things 60s and 70s, like the makeup, the fashion, the pop culture, the people, the interior designing, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I upload new videos all the time all about that, and I would love to have you around. I hope you have a wonderful day. Go out, enjoy the sunshine, take yourself some time to focus on you and your mental health today, and I will catch you in the next one in my new space. Bye everyone!